Hey, beautiful. So, it feels it feels like things are really good, but you can't really see how good it is. You aren't fully aware, and I don't know if it's because you're choosing to ignore how good everything truly is, or if you really can't identify how good everything is for you. But either way, everything is good, and you truly have to trust that. You truly have to believe that, and you truly have to open yourself up to things getting even better. Like, literally, right now, the sun is like behind clouds, but it's still shining through. But, like, right underneath, let me show you. Like, you see that? But all over there, it's clear. And it's like, you know that song? I'm hearing that song, and I'm in a daze, walking around in a maze. It's like you have to choose which angle, which perspective you're looking at things from. You have to choose where where I don't know where I'm hearing where you're standing. I'm also hearing standing ovation. But you get to choose how you see things. You get to choose your attitude. You get to choose your responses to things. And I'm not saying that you haven't been doing a good job, because you know more than I do that you've been doing better than before. You know, you've been doing so much better than the old version of you, the past version of you. Because the past version of you would have been crashing out. You would have been sad. You would have been just crying nonstop, telling everybody how sad you are, seeking validation from other people to like make you feel better. But you're not doing that anymore. Yes, you have moments of sadness, but you're allowing yourself to feel them, and you're allowing yourself to get through them, which I'm super proud of you for doing. But I want you to continue to trust and know that everything is as it's supposed to be. These birds right now, it's like this one big bird and these like 4 or 5 little birds, and they're like following it around. They're just following it from tree to tree, and I don't know if they're like antagonizing it, but it's like, what's the significance of that? And a little bird just literally popped right here and hopping around on the ground. I'm hearing I listen to my intuition because it has strengthened. I complete every single mission in life, grants all of my wishes. I ain't driven, I have vision, I love all my decisions. I feel like a magician, I'm in the perfect position. So it's like following your intuition. I feel like, actually, this is what I feel like. I feel like you, the big bird, which is a crow, by the way. The other little birds aren't crows, but you are the crow, right? And you are listening to your intuition. You're following, but there's the cheep 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 cheep. This chatter. It's all this chatter around you, clouding your vision, like we were just saying about the sun, and it's following you everywhere you go, trying to keep you distracted. Even when it was flying, the bird was like the little birds was getting on the big bird a little bit, so it was like its flight was a little faltered, but it wasn't able to fly straight. And it's like, of course, when you're on the right course, when you're on the right path and you're going to where you need to go, of course, the negative thoughts or the old programming or the naysayers or the low energy is just going to try to stop you from going to where you need to go. But you have to keep going. I think it's still in this tree. It may have left though, because I haven't been paying attention. But the show must go on. Is what I'm hearing. And you know you're close when they start messing with you like that. When they start trying to get on you, you know you're in the right direction. Like what they say, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. You know you popping when them birds start chirping and trying to get you off course. That's how you know that you must continue to go on. It's like I don't know why I'm hearing like Voldemort and Harry Potter. Like, you know, Voldemort was out to get that little boy. He got his family, but he was out to get that little boy. And he almost got him. Ain't it? That's why he had a scar on his head. But it's like, we untouchable, uncrushable. If you know that song, let me know in the comments. But it's like, you can be my peace, click, clack, click, clack. Tell them all get back, cause we shooting. We shooting them down. Right. You know that you must continue on through everything. Look, I'm not trying to like give my location. But look, you saw that bird just fly by? Look at that, right up under the sun. Look at that. How beautiful is that? You must continue on. You must continue forward. There's no way that you can stop here. And I sent that out in a love letter on the email a couple of days ago. But like, you literally cannot stop here. This bird just landed on this parking lot zone. It says zone 6. And it's like, it's like you're in that don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. Or however it goes. I'm just seeing so many synchronicities. This little bird just went into this little like, you know how birds be having like little hideouts and they go into little holes and stuff. It just went into this hole on the top little roof over here. And it's like, find your pocket, like you're in your zone and only you can be in your zone. Don't let anybody mess with you or tear you down. These little things that you're going through, these little moments of uncertainty, this journey is your journey and you will prevail. You must prevail, darling. Also, connect with people more. Hang out with people more. Go out with people more. You need your people. You need a close circle of friends. Like, there's no way you're going to thrive in solitude. You can't thrive. You can only do so much by yourself all the time, especially if you have kids, darling. And I'm talking to myself. Oh my goodness. You would drive yourself crazy. Literally. So be open to that and reach out to people. And just trust yourself. If you're feeling like you don't want to be around certain people anymore, do that. Don't do that, shall I say. If you're feeling like, but at the same time, don't stress yourself out about how things are going to come about, you know. Trust that everything is unfolding. And I know it's complicated and tough and difficult sometimes, and it's uncertainty. I'm hearing something about a turtle. But just, yeah, okay, so you know how a turtle will go into a shell? Like a turtle has a built-in defense mechanism, which is its shell, and it can go in its shell to protect itself. Its shell is its home, yes, but in order to thrive, to move around, to see the world, to explore, to eat, the turtle got to come out of its shell. So come out of your shell more. Be okay with being out of your shell. And I'm also like, speaking of shell, I also feel like, what are they? What are the things? Hermit crabs. Yes. Used to be a hermit. I done came about that shell. That's me, by the way. But like hermits, is it hermit crabs? When they get too big for a shell, they shed it and they find a new one. It's like that. You know when you have outgrown a space. You know when you've outgrown habits and things. You know. And when you are not comfortable no more, or when you are so comfortable with uncomfort, it's time for you to get really uncomfortable so you can really truly be comfortable at its core. So go find a new home, go find a new shell. And I'm not saying literally physically move, sometimes that may be the case, but find new habits, find new places, find new pockets, find new zones, find find your new zone, find your new chapter, because you cannot read a new story if you are stuck on the same page. And it doesn't matter how many times you reread the page, you're still reading the same words, you're still reading the same story. Go find a new book, go write a new book, go start a new book, one that's not even written yet. You have the power to do that. It's up to you, my darling. And I really need you to get in your scripting bag. Oh my goodness. Remember, if you know, you know. If you used to script, I'm talking to you. And you got out of your scripting bag, get into your scripting bag. I need you to get detailed with the life that you desire. I need you to get super detailed with the life that you desire. And I need you to write it out. And I need you to write it out as if it's happening right now. Or if it just happened. Like when we used to have a diary and we used to write about our day. I need you to do that. Because it's like it goes back to the writing the old chapter. If you've only written so much of your story, the universe and God and Goddess they're like, okay, what else do you want? Like, you know what I'm saying? What else? I know you want more. So you have to be very intentional and vivid, I'm hearing, with your desires. So get back in your scripting bag, honey. Write it all out, okay? I'm feeling like this is the end of this message. I want to go in here and get some food, but my daughter fell asleep. So I was letting her take a nap, and I was like, let me just rest and hop on here and make a video. And that's another thing. Stop trying to force everything. Go with the flow, especially once you realize that you're in a new place or you're going to a new place. Your old routines and habits and ways that you do things won't work anymore. So you have to figure it out. You have to figure out this new life in this new place. You have to figure it all out. So allow yourself to figure it out, okay? Give yourself grace too. And they say hit the ground running. Baby, you don't gotta hit the ground running all the time. Oh my gosh. Give yourself some time to rest and be okay with where you are, darling. Give yourself time to rest. Because especially if you've been working so hard, it's like a farmer. There's only so much tending. Once you plant the seeds and you tend to it, and once you harvest everything, if you don't eat the fruit that you harvested, it's gonna go rotten. You're gonna have to wait till the next season to do it all over again. A farmer, let's say somebody who grows watermelon, they're not in the garden, in the farm in the winter. I don't think so. Or maybe let's say the fall, because watermelon come out whenever. You know what I'm saying? Let's do strawberries. I know for sure strawberries bloom and they're ready to pick in the summer. After that's done, they're not planting new seeds immediately. There's a certain season for things. They harvest those strawberries, eat those strawberries. My daughter actually wants to go to the strawberry patch, strawberry farm, so we'll probably do that sometime this week. But you gotta enjoy the fruits of your labor, babe. And if you're in this life where you know that you don't work hard, you get paid to do what you love, you get paid to exist, you have a nice work-life balance, you're resting, then you have to get into the habit of doing those things. You can't continue to overwork and say you want a soft life. You're never going to get a soft life. You have to start being soft for the soft life to be aligned with you. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You can't say you're ready to bake the cake and you're still adding ingredients. Once you preheat the oven, you mix everything up and you put it in the oven to bake. There's nothing you can do but wait until it is done to bake. Nothing you can do, babe. And once it's done, then you can decorate it. Then you can enjoy it. Then you can indulge in your hard labor. And there goes the motorcycle taking off. And just know that everything is not how you want it to be. And don't be stubborn. You can't have everything your way. You truly can't. And even though, like I said, I do not want to be right here in this hometown of mine right now, but I'm going to trust God and Goddess and the universe and trust that I'm here for a reason and allow it to unfold and lean into it and stop worrying so much about what's this and what's that and what's not and what is. Okay. I'm going to flip to a random page in this book. This is The Anatomy of the Spirit by Caroline Myss, by the way. All right. The curious thing about healing is that depending upon who you talk to, you can come to believe either that nothing is easier or that nothing is more complicated. So the fourth chakra is the center of the human energy system. Everything in and about our lives run off the fuels of our hearts. We will all have experience meant to break our hearts, not in half, but wide open. Okay, pause. Because, okay, so I've been coming to not like that term, break my heart. Like, oh, you broke my heart, or I had my heart broken. I've been coming not to like that term. Even though, like, recently I went through a breakup, it's like, I don't feel like my heart was broken. I just feel like that's such a powerful statement. Anyhow, regardless of how your heart is broken, your choice is always the same. What will you do with your pain? Will you use it as an excuse to give fear more authority over you, or can you release the authority of the physical world over you through an act of forgiveness? The question contained within the fourth chakra will be presented to you again and again in your life until the answer you give becomes your own liberation. One of the questions for self-examination: do you ever use your emotional wounds to control people or situations? If so, describe them. Another one: what fears do you have about becoming emotionally healthy? And another one: what is your understanding of a healthy, intimate relationship? Are you willing to release the use of your wounds in order to open yourself to such a relationship? Okay, so these are about the chakras. And that was the fourth chakra, the heart chakra. Do with that as you will. I love you. And I'll call you back.